everyone, this is the Lion Ben C, and welcome to Legend of Mana. We're going to be doing a complete run through of this, probably not all in one setting because this is a fairly long game, but I'm going to show you how to get the best gear. As you play, well, I'll show you what I mean, but as you play, how you put locations on the map, you'll understand that a little bit, determines where certain items become available and things like that. So we have to do a whole lot. There are technically 68 missions, 67 of them that can be put into the diary, but the 68th mission cannot because it's the final mission. But when we start off, select our language. Of course, we're going to select English. So male or female, we're going to pick the guy. Now, this is where you get to pick your weapon. Now, picking a weapon does not lock you into that weapon. Here's the advantage of picking a weapon. Whatever weapon you pick will give you a technique for that weapon. But you can switch to any weapon that you want at any time. There is no rule. Now, if you want to create a character with quote-unquote your weapon also affects what stats you get upon level up. Now, the game doesn't tell you what those stats are. You would just have to look, level up, and then look to see what changed. But if you want the quote-unquote perfect level up, this is what you have to do. First, you have to start with the one-handed sword. And you have to use the one-handed sword all the way up to level 83. Then at level 83, you need to switch to a staff. And then run a staff from then to 96. And then the last 3 levels, you have to have the hammer. If you do that and get all the way up to level 99, you will have the quote-unquote perfect stats. Every weapon is viable, and you can technically use any weapon for the entire run. So, like, if you really have your heart set on being a kung fu master and using the gloves, you can literally run the whole thing in gloves, and it will not affect the game. You will still be able to do everything that I can do. You'll just have different stats, or different stats and different attacks than what I would have. So the knives are very quick weapons, but they don't do a lot of damage. One-handed sword's a good overall. The axe is a slower, harder hitting version of the sword. Still good. Two-handed swords are one of the best weapons in the game. They are incredibly destructive. Two-handed axe is just the better form of the one-handed axe. It's hard hitting but slow. The reason two-handed sword is considered better than two-handed axe is even though the axe is technically hits harder, the sword is faster. Hammers just bonk for days. Just hit them all day, every day. The spear is a good ranged option. The staff has the same fighting techniques or the same fighting combos as the spear, but it does less damage, but gives you a lot of group attacks. A lot of the skills you unlock with the staff are group things. Gloves are your melee. They are the fastest weapon, but not necessarily the strongest, though they can stun lock enemies. Flails are nunchaku. Really good, but their range is deceptive at times. Like, sometimes you'll swing your flail and you'll think you'll cut somebody and they're just out of range. And the bow, I'm not a big fan of the bow, but if you get good at aiming it, it can be really good at keeping people at a distance, so you're in a better situation. Now we're gonna go bonk for days. I'm a huge hammer fan. I love it, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna name our character real fast, and of course, we're gonna name him Lion. Hit OK. Now here's our map. We have to select our play area. The play area can be anywhere that the that it's not dark. Like how that darkened, you can't use that area. But you can use this one. Now, I am going to put it in a certain spot. If you want to follow along with what I am doing, you have to match what spot I'm using. So we are going right up here. And right like that. So this is the setup for this run. And we're going to hit OK. So this is our play area. Now we're going to have a nice little movie. That little circle is kind of important because it shows your place the mailbox on the map. Artifacts when placed on the ground, they can be placed in any glowing spot when they're placed there. That unlocks the area they represent. We'll get more into that in a second. Keep your hands away from the face buttons while you're doing this. You do not want to accidentally hit A and put an artifact where you do not want it. So I'm going to show you where we put this, and then I'll explain what this thing is showing us. So you're going to go all the way as far over to the left as you can, and then as far down as you can. And then you're going to count over 2 spaces. Or 3 spaces. So your space you're on is 1, 2, 3. That's where we're putting the map. The mailbox. There's a little animation every time you do something. And this is our home. We get pulled into our home automatically. And now we have a nice little vignette and animation to watch and enjoy. 9 centuries ago, the mana tree burned to ashes. The power of mana lived on inside mana stones, enchanted instruments, and artifacts. Sages fought amongst themselves to gain control of the last remnants of mana. Then, after hundreds of years of war, as the power of mana began to wane, those who sought it grew scarce, and peace returned to the world. Henceforth, mankind grew afraid to desire, their hearts filled with empty emotions, and grew estranged from my hands. They turned their gaze away from my infinite power and troubled themselves with petty desires. Petty disputes, Remember me, need me. I can provide you with everything. I am love. Find me and walk beside me. So we start off in our home. Real quick. When you want to save your progress, hit the start, and it's disabled in certain areas. That would be this. This is also where you can set up music mode. Look at the gallery, how to play, your settings, and that's the save. This game originally came out on the PS1. Way back in the day, and it was considered to be a very good game back in the day. I really do enjoy it. But so this is your home. Up here, this is the only thing that's important. This is little cactus. You can talk to him, and if he responds back with something, when you leave, he will come over and write on this leaf, which is his diary. That is how you know you have finished a mission. He has to write in the diary. At least if you want to get everything done. This is downstairs. Nothing back here. But we have this one treasure chest, which gives us 100 lucre. That's the money in the game. And then in here, this is our study. And right here is the books on characters, the lands, artifacts, monsters, techniques, and later on you'll get others. Though 9 out of 10 times, all you're going to do in your home is run upstairs, talk to Cactus, and run back out. Okay, so here's our front door. We're going to talk to this guy in a second to actually start the story, but we're going to come around. This is the monster corral. You can find monsters. This is the grazing pit. And then in here, once you get up to a certain point, you'll have monsters in here that you can select. And don't worry, we'll do that soon. We're going to run back here. This is the workshop. Now, right now, there's nothing in the workshop. But after a while, there will be different things in here. You can't go down that way, but if you go this way, you're back to the front. And then right down here is the backyard orchard, which later on will have something very important. So that's a quick run through of your home. I'm a Sproutling. The world can be shaped by your imagination. Did you know that? Now, if this is not your first time, say, I knew that. He will give you the item that you need to get. But if you say, no, I didn't, he continues on and gives you a little chunk of the story. Pohikal, the poet, told me that the town of Domina exists because I think it does. People say this world isn't an illusion, but the Sproutling's no different. If you can't find Domina with your eyes, find it with your imagination. Here, use this. Got the color blocks. That's the town of Domina. And that's what the artifacts are. That movie at the very beginning when you saw the chunks of land getting pulled up and transformed into stuff, that was them getting turned into the artifacts. Oh. Real quick, if this is your... so you can have one weapon equipped, one main armor equipped, and then 2 secondary pieces equipped. And then for skills, we're actually going to change this to backstep because I'm going to walk you through how to get one of the ones that a lot of people like. So you want to set your abilities to jump for the Y button, backstep for the B button. Your special techniques and magic. Special technique, we get Blammo for the hammer. No matter what weapon you pick, you have one special technique. I like to set it to left bumper, set it to any one that you want. And you can even have the same one on multiples. I just don't like doing that. But if you're like, oh, I'm just going to put one on everyone so it doesn't matter which one I hit. Magic, you have to buy an instrument for. I'll show you where to get those in a second. So now we're going to come out. Exit to the world map, yes. That circle with the seed in it is how far along you are in the story. The seed and the tree will grow as you play. Open the artifact selector with X to choose an artifact. We'll do that in a second. In the upper right-hand corner, the thing that says Aura right now, that is the day of the week. The days of the week correspond with the spirits. That is the ones along the bottom. If I remember correctly, they are Aura. I forget what the dark one is. And then Dryad. I forget who you are. Ifrit, Gnome, Jinn, and Undyne. I forget the dark and I forget the lightning one. That's sad. I always forget those two. But if you look, they each have a circle underneath them, and that is how much mana is in that area. So home gives you 1 aura, 1 dryad, 1 gnome. When we hit artifact, this will give 2 of the thunder one and 1 of Ifrit. Oh no, that's aura. The thunder one is aura. The white one is, the light one is wisp. Gotta get that right. So this will give us 2 aura, 1 salamander, which is the fire. I say Ifrit because I've been playing Final Fantasy. That's another game I might play. If this style of doing this works out. But, so you want to put this directly above home. We get a nice little movie here. So now, if you go down here, if you look at home, I now have the 2 aura and 1 salamander from Domina to here. But Domina doesn't have that connection yet. So we're going to go up here. Now, every city map is going to look like this. The blue dots are your entrance and exit points. And then when you go into one, you'll get pulled into the map to look at other stuff. I'm going to take you only to certain places. We will eventually go everywhere on the map, but to prevent things from being set off before I'm ready, there's a lot of places I'm not going to take you, and I'll explain why when we do it. So we're just going to walk up and go in here. Hey, at least give me your name. Elazul. Now, Elazul is important. Jeez, he's a piece of work. But we don't want to talk to him yet. But we do want to go to where he walked in. So we're going to come. We'll do that in 1 second. We're going to come over here first. The Onion Knight went in here. We'll go in there in a few minutes because we have to for story reasons. But we're going to go in here. This is the item shop. And you can get into the item shop behind the item shop there. That's also where the Onion Knight went. We'll be going in there in a little bit. That statue is probably important for something. So, number one, you can come here if you wanted to buy a different weapon. The hammer is the same strength of all these. You can also buy shields. You cannot use a shield if you're using a two-handed weapon, obviously. So if you are going to use the two-handed sword, axe, or hammer, or the bow, don't even bother buying a shield. It won't let you equip them. You got the helmet. Now, we're not going to buy any of this because we're not going to need it. Very soon, we're going to get a better headgear than the Minos helmet. The Halbrook is what we already have. That's the base armor. Gauntlets, boots. These are how you cast some magic. So, the Flow Harp, the Gust Marimba, and if you look, this gives you Tsunami, which is water, a Wind Blast, a Fire Attack, and Earth. But these are expensive, but once you get them, you can always use them. So we're going to go up here. We're going to... Oh. Nope. Turn around. If you had tried to walk in and follow Elazul, Nicolo would have come out, and he would have pushed you away. But because we went into another shop, Nicolo's already come out. So that shows you that the world does... Some things in the world do move, even if you're not involved with them. But we want to talk to Nicolo. We do not want to go in there. The reason you don't want to go in there and you don't want to talk to Elazul is once you do, that triggers another fight, and we are not... that triggers another mission, and we're not ready for that mission yet. If you are speed running, you actually want to go in there and talk to him because you want to do his mission early on a speed run. Because on speed runs, you want to get the underground unlocked as fast as possible, and you need the area you get from that mission to do it. We are not doing that. We're trying to do everything. So we're going to come up here. We're going to walk into the marketplace. This is the gentleman we need to talk to. This is Nicolo. This is a fortune teller. You do not need her yet. Eventually you will talk to her and she will help you do something. So come up here. My name's Nicolo. I'm a traveling merchant. But I have a problem. The highway is crawling with bandits. It's too dangerous to leave town. Don't you think so? Tell him no. How brave of you. Highwaymen are bad for business after all. We should go teach those bandits a lesson. Once we're done, I'll make you rich. Say yes. You're quite the mercenary. I like people who know the value of money. Nicolo's business unusual. That sound you just heard means that the person you're talking to is now a part of your team. I just need to stop by and see Tipo. I want you to come too. We will go talk to Tipo. But, so, here's Niccolo. He's level 2. You're level 1. He's level 2. And his equipment, he uses gloves. And they're Vaseline iron gloves, which are stronger than your bronze. He's using Somersault Bat Roll to get him, basically all his skills are to get him away. And here are his skills. Now, why do we have this? Well, when you go to an actual save point, you can set a second player to be able to take over for him. You just can't reset, you can't set any of his abilities, but a second player can control your other person. So we're going to go back down here. We're going to go talk to Tipo, who is in here. We're also going to talk to this gentleman right here. He is the father of the person running the item shop. I thought getting Rachel a job would help cheer her up, but now I hardly get to see her anymore. Oh yeah, let me give you this book. It's about weapons, armors, and instruments. You can keep it in your study and feel free to check out our shop. That is how you get the the equipment encyclopedia. Make sure you grab that. Why, if it ain't Niccolo. Hello, Governor. How you been? I'm not going to be doing that damn accent. I am horrible at it, but yeah. Got anything good on you? I do, as it happens. I'm just too good to let go. Maybe I should do my game show host for Niccolo. Oi, Niccolo. Did you come up here to wind me up? It's just junk anyway. Quiet, Onion. This is it. It's a wheel I picked up on the highway. Looks like a regular old wheel to me. You know, you're right. This is just an old wheel, nothing special. Goodbye. Hang on, Gub. Even I can tell that ain't no regular wheel. I'll take it. How much do you want for it? 50,000 lucre. Can you say con artist? I knew you could. Niccolo, you trying to take advantage of me, collectionist eye? Don't nothing cost that much. Blimey. Bring me the 50,000 and you can have it. Until then, I'll let Lion use it. To give you the artifact, the wheel. Niccolo, you're the bleeding worst. I'll get the money, just let me have it. I'll be back. Bloody artless you are. So now we're going to head out. Come down. Go straight through. Exit to the world map. And as you can see, the seed has sprouted. Now we're going to grab the wheel. And as you can see, this has Dryad, Gnome, and Djinn. And we are going to put it just to the left of home. Once again, you want to make sure you're putting this where I put it. Bouncy wheel. So now if you go here, you can see even more has started getting filled in. And our aura from over here has started to affect there. So we're going to the highway. Now, if you don't know anything about combat, the Onion will teach you, but we're going to go right past him. A is your standard attack. X is heavy attack. Now, as of right now, you only get the experience of what you touch. Later on, you'll get an item called the Forbidden Ring, which will give the experience to both characters. Candy heals you completely. Now, this guy right here is important. Make sure you hit and get rid of this plant guy, because he will have... he didn't drop an item. But that's where you get seeds from, which you need for something later. Now, the 100... next time we get into a fight. But the 100% that's above your status bar, that's your health. The red bar is a representation of it. The bar underneath that is your special meter. When it's flashing white, you can use one of your special techniques. This is a save point. See, second player control. Come over here, talk to this character. Hello, I'm Deanna. I come from Gato. Did you come up to see one of the wisdoms too? Wow, what cute ears. We were meant to be together. Excuse me, I wasn't talking to you. You can say that you came to see the wisdom, which she says you're braver than her. You can ask her where Gato is, or you can ask what a wisdom is. Gato is a town carved into a cliffside. There's an ancient temple there. It's very famous. That is all you need to do with her right now. But if you talk to her again, you can ask her the other two. You need an ear. We got an ear of wheat. Now we're going to go up. And this is Blammo. And we got one big seed, but you see Nico got 10 of those points. Oh, if you want to do a jump attack, you need to use the X button. So when you hit Y, oh, and your specials can miss, just like his Jawbreaker just did. Got another big seed. A small seed and odd meat. So these guys are gonna say they want cash, and you'll be given a choice. Hey, hand over the cash. Cash, cash, cash. Give candy. Rah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. These guys are crazy for money. Can't stand them. Master, come and thrash these punks, and you have your first boss fight. This boss fight is stupidly easy. If your enemy is flashing like that, it means it's about to use a skill, and you are immune while using your skill. You will have the same advantage. He's stun locked right now. He just hit him with, and boom, down. Treasure chest is gonna open. And I learned Big Bang. Big coins are worth 100 lucra. Little coins are worth 10. Wonderful. I knew you could do it. And now we're going to... You will continue to move until he gets over there. Thank you. You really are something else. I'll make you rich. Just a moment. An iron pot, a gumball bun, a taco plug. I normally charge 3,000 lucca for these, but you can have them for 300. If you have the money, you'll do it. If you don't, he takes all the money you have. The iron pot is the headgear I was talking about. Oh, and take these two. The artifact of flame and medallion. What are you frowning at? Smile. Let the world know you're happy. After all, I'm a merchant. I want to make my customers happy. I enjoy life, and you should too. Well, adios. Smile. Said in the most absolutely slimy way you could say that. But Nicolo's business unusual. The end. That means that is done. Whenever you finish a mission, you are automatically booted out to the world map. We're going to go into here. Real quick, hop in here, go to skills, and we're going to put Big Bang on. Nope, still haven't gotten a new one. We're going to run upstairs. Come right over here. Go. Talk to him. And if he says something, that means that you have completed the mission. Because sometimes you will get the card that says that you've completed a mission, and you actually haven't. So you want to do this after each mission, but you don't have to read the diary. But if you look, that was mission number 1. My master beat banditos with a creature called Nicolo. Nicolo was scared of the banditos, but I'm scared to know what Nicolo is. What could he possibly be? Greedy. That's what he is. Now when we come out... Oh no, nobody know. Lots of pumpkins have taken over the west of Domina. I bet a real bad mage is about to wipe us out with a harmy army of pumpkins. I won't be able to do my jobby job. Which starts the mission, The Little Sorcerers. Oh, but I need to go. This is also Harry Scary. Yeah, she's kind of silly. But now we're going to come out here, exit to the world map. We're going to go back into Domina. Don't worry about the other 2 artifacts. We're not placing them yet. Oh, and if you want to see how much money you have, it's right there. I have 60 lucra right now. But we're going to go into here. So you can optimize all, or you can optimize just the stat you're in. So if I optimize all, nothing else changes except for adding the iron pot, which gives me 2 points defense against blunt, 1 against that slash, 2 defense against slash, 1 defense against piercing, but no defense against magic. That's what those on the bottom are. Bash, slash, pierce, and magic. This gives you 1 bash, 2 slash, 2 pierce, no magic. And if we go to my status, this is my raw strength level, which if you look, that's what went up, and that's probably going to go up with each one. Dexterity, attack level of my skills, defense, defensive, how well my magic works, constitution, how much HP and poison resist I have, shade, that's the dark one, defense against status effect, charm, duration of status effects you inflict, and luck is how often I'll find treasure, how often they'll drop stuff. The synchro effect, if you look on the thing, you'll see 2 gems that when I was really close to my partner, there was a lightning bolt ripping between it. That's the synchro effect. So we're going to go this way. Through here. You can talk to both of these people. Won't matter. My name is Capiella. I am a wandering juggler. Watch this. And he walks around juggling. They are important for another mission. Actually, a few missions. Outskirts, we don't have to talk to her. We're going to go right up here. Mwahaha! Bud, stop laughing like that. Lisa, you and I will rule the world as brother and sister. Those pathetic beings will bow before us. Come, let us gloat together. Mwahaha! Rule the world with pumpkins. As if. Hey, you, kneel before Bud the Malignant. If you know what's good for you, why not get your pumpkins to do that instead? Sure, right after we teach this scum a lesson. Jeez, you really need to chill out. And now we're fighting. Oh, run, run, run. Ah. All right. Big Bang Attack. He's confused. That's that. Ah! I got hit by both. Got her stun lock. Go up. While she is flashing, you cannot hurt her. Same thing with the other. Oh, run away, run away. Get as far away from that as possible. Ah, confused me. You want to take her out first because she has far more. Because she uses aura and salamander magic. He uses gnome and dryad magic. But if you hit a magic user while they're casting, you can stop the cast. So when you get to this point, whoa, that was amazing. Please make me your apprentice. I'm so sorry about my brother Bud. He's such a prankster. My name is Lisa, by the way. You can be my apprentice. You want to say that because you need both of them. Wow, you're too kind. The little sorcerers done. Head back to your home. Run upstairs. Now they're both in here. Talk to both of them. Master, I'm Bud, your #1 apprentice. Thank you for taking us in. Now, if you talk to him again, they'll offer to join you. When you talk to Bud again, he will actually start a mission that it's okay to start. His is one of the few missions that starting it doesn't lock you into doing that mission. It's a long-term one. Talk to him. Scary pumpkins. So now we're going to go down here, exit to the world map. We're going back to Domina to do another mission. So, once again, we're going all the way back up to where we fought Bud and Lisa. Keep going. We're right up here. Look, a monster egg. That's a beast type egg. You never see wild eggs around here. You're in luck. This is a rare opportunity. Try to catch it. Now you can ask questions, but if you've done this before, you can just say, I'll try to catch it. An egg? It's just a baby right now, but someday it'll grow up to be a big monster. Of course, most monsters hate people, so they try to harm us, but a monster raised from an egg learns to protect its master. A beast type egg. Beast is a type of monster it'll become, but you can never tell exactly what monster it will grow up to be. At a glance, all eggs look the same, but if you look closely, you can tell what type it is. With some practice, you'll be able to tell apart the 10 different types. I'll try to catch it. Not so fast. You can't just scroll up to an egg like that. It's watching you. Go carefully and try to catch it off guard. Carefully? First of all, don't stand in front of it. You'll only scare the poor thing. Monster eggs run away at top speed if they feel threatened. Next, keep your eyes on the egg at all times. You don't want to miss any sign as to what it's thinking. Off guard? Monster eggs are gluttons. They forget everything once they start munching. And when they're full, they fall asleep. They're a lot easier to catch then. Just try to stay out of the egg's field of vision. If they think you're gone away, you can catch them unawares. Okay, I'm ready to catch it. Try using these, and he gives me a dice berry, bell grapes, and a citrus squid. Press X to open your food list and drop the food. Don't forget to open your food list with X. Now we have started the mission, Monster Corral. So we're going to go up here. I like to do it right up here. And we're going to drop the bell grapes. But then we're going to come down here. And that's all you got to do. Just when they're eating, just walk up and touch them. Deliver the whelpy whelp. To the corral I go. Relax. Pelican will deliver the egg to the corral. Well, we better head over to the corral too. You instantly get teleported to your corral. Here we are in the grounds of your home. This is the Monster Corral. You can have up to 3 monsters graze here. Monsters will level up when you leave them grazing. They will grow up to become reliable partners on your adventures. Any monster eggs you catch are delivered to that barn. Let's go take a look inside. You're instantly teleported here. This is where your monster eggs are kept. You'll sometimes find monster eggs on your travel, and when you do, make sure to catch them. You can have up to 5 pets. Once your corral's full, you have to sell them. Sell the one you don't really like. Jennifer from the item shop in Domina will buy them from you. She can be a tightwad, but she's the only buyer around. Anyway, eggs will take a few days to hatch. Fully grown monsters will become very attached to you and will follow you everywhere. They grow more powerful by gaining experience. You won't find a better adventuring partner. Oh yeah, a monster's diet affects its growth by feeding them different foods to see what happens. Monsters will only eat after they gain a level. So if you want them to eat, you have to let them graze or take them out with you. Now you know what to do. How your monster grow up is entirely up to you. Well then, now he's gonna leave. Now, you get that screen, but if you try to go talk to Cactus, little Cactus will not talk to you. You have to hatch the egg. And to do that, every time you move between an area, a day passes. You can tell by the upper part. So now you literally just bounce back and forth 2 or 3 times. And let's go in. Let's go see if our egg has hatched. Your first egg is always the same. I don't care how many times you've played this, your first egg will always be what I'm about to get. And there he is. We give him a name. He shall be Lappy. And we're not going to take a pet right now. We will eventually, but we're not going to take it right this second. We're going to have him graze for a little bit. Attack power is 10. HP is 21. Its level is 1. And here's the encyclopedia for this one. Oh, we don't have the one for them yet. I don't have the one for monster eggs. But we should get it soon. There's a mission we're going to do before we take that guy with us. So now we're going here. We're going back to Domina. Yeah, early on, it's a lot of bouncing back and forth between places before you start putting more down. We're going to run up here and we're going to go into the inn. This is the inn. Welcome to the Mana's Blessing. I'm Miss Yuka, the owner of this inn. And if you come over here, talk to her son. That's my little Pee-wee. He's quite fragile, so please leave him be. But we're going to go upstairs real fast. There's one thing we want to do here. We want to get the treasure chest here. It's just a bird meat, but you can use that to feed the beasts. This is what we wanted. We want to talk to her. If you remember, we met her on the path in the first mission. So, what do you know about the mana tree? It does not matter what you say to her here. I know there's no such thing as the mana tree. I just want to help a friend of mine, that's all. If the mana tree was real, then I thought that maybe. What happens to our souls after we die? This is the one that's important. You have to say they will live forever. I think so too. I've been wounded 100 times, but no foe has ever hurt my soul. I can't believe that my soul would ever disappear. I want to meet Gaia. I'll go with you. Thank you. I knew you'd say that. Let's go. There's our little Tone. Come out of her room. Yeah, I still haven't earned any more money. I'll show you about her in a second once we get into the highway. This big thing is a teleporter. Technically, if you talk to him, he will warp you to where we have to go, but I don't want to do that because I want to get into fights. I kind of need to get different things. So now if we look at her, she uses the Ultra Flog, has some Minos gear, uses push and toss, and a bunch of flail abilities. All right, we learned back roll. So now we're going to go into here. We're going to go to skills. We're going to take off back step, and we're going to put on crouch. So once you see that you've unlocked back roll, you need to switch it out. Now, this, if we went up here, that's where we got into the fight with Niccolo. We're going down this way. A whole... Yeah, and the canyon's name will be whatever your name is. We really want more from them because we want those seeds. That's good. Okay. The shelled floating guy, we 100% want him to drop an item for us if we're lucky. Damn. The reason we want him to drop an item is because the item he drops is seashell, and we need that for later when we get our blacksmith area to make some good weapons for that point. Now we're not going. This is where you get dropped off. Now we're not going down that way. That's a side path that we have to do for a later mission. That's not too far away. Oh, we got a wind cap. That's good. Okay, hold on. Oh, that might not be better. Yeah, it's not better than that. Do our little spin here. Oh, hold on. Okay, here is the wisdom. Welcome, welcome, come closer. Okay. And now a conversation between them. Hello there. What do you wish to know? My friend is dying from a demon's curse. What can I do to help her? Do what your friend wants you to do. She won't even ask me for help. She thinks that this is just how things are meant to be. Then you must accept that. Do you understand what she is trying to tell you? No, I don't. I just don't get why she's giving up like this. She's always been so strong, but that demon weakened her in body and spirit. I only want to help her, get her back to her old self. People have the power to make their own decisions. That is what she is trying to teach you. Listen to her words. Thank you. I'll try to take a more level-headed approach. By the way, Lai, there should be an ancient tree beside your house. He will help you with many things. You are welcome to return anytime. Now, if you want, you can walk back up and he'll talk to you again, but you really don't need to right now. When you come out here, thank you for coming with me. I feel a lot better now. Please take this. That's what we wanted. That forbidden ring makes it so that when I pick up those experience crystals, they're given to my companion too. That is how we will power up our Grabbite. Our little beastie friend. Oh no, I think I messed up. I think I forgot to run in here and talk to Cactus after I got the pet. Oh no, oh no. Well, time to find out what happens if you didn't do something in order. Okay, that's the one I just did. But I think I forgot to talk to him. Yeah, because it would be right there. Yep, you missed it. So the question becomes, do I restart all of this, or do I just keep going? Because I screwed up. And because it's like number 58. So we'll have a gap right there. I even said to do the bounce around that it didn't count to the little cactus until you hatch the egg. And then I forgot to run up here and go talk to him. Damn. Well, we're going to take a quick break while I figure this out. I will be right back, and I will make that decision. Most likely, though, I'm not going to restart it because we're already over an hour in. We'll just have that one missing. Well, no, not if I'm trying to make this a walkthrough. Yep, I think we're restarting it. So we're going to stop here, completely restart. Oh, you know what? No, we're not. No, we are not. I will tell everybody that I messed that up, but if necessary, I'll load up my other game to show you it. So, not going to do that, but I am going to take a real quick break. Be back in a little bit.